Oh, the situation is dire in Puerto Rico in the aftermath of two major hurricanes.
Garrett Tenney gives us a first-hand look as residents are trying to cope with a humanitarian crisis.
We spent a lot of time at the airport the last couple of days, and I can tell you help is coming in. Military planes are bringing in relief supplies, but the challenge now is actually getting that supplies to those who need it. You can see even here in the capital, 6 days after Maria, a lot of the roads are still covered in debris, and that doesn't speak to some of the more rural areas where officials say they still haven't been able to make contact. This building shows the sheer power of Hurricane Maria, though. You can see this is the basketball court that folks used to come and play at every afternoon. This 10-foot steel beam has been bent to almost 90 degrees. And you can see just down the road around the corner the kinds of conditions that folks are now living in. This family lost their roof, and again, 6 days later, their floors are still covered with water. So on top of trying to clean up and rebuild, folks are also struggling to simply get the basic things they need to survive, and are facing lines that last for hours for nearly everything, particularly water, food, and power.
We only have certain hours with light during the day, which means what do? Do we spend our time 2 hours, 3 hours in a line in the grocery store, 5, 6 hours in a line to put gas on the car, an hour in the ATM if you are able to find one? Those are the main challenges.
And those long lines are forcing folks to make some incredibly difficult decisions. Do I get food or do I get some gas so I can drive to check on my family members? And those predicaments is why Puerto Rico's governor is calling this a humanitarian crisis and says we need all the help the U.S. government can provide.